I'll like role play as a prospective buyer.
Yeah.
Is this available?
Yes. Take it.
Would you do 500?
550. Wait, 575. I got to start my negotiations a little.
565.
567.5.
Trade.
4.
iPhone 4S.
Get out of here.
Gently used. I'll send pic.
There's a window. Jump out of it.
Hold on.
All right, let me see the picture.
Let me see a picture.
Let me see the picture of this iPhone 4S.
Let me see a picture.
There's a window. Jump out of it. Please.
My degree's over there. In the foliage. You want to throw it this time? I have freaking coffee, dude.
Yeah, I'll throw it.
You could have. I swear. Well, that's my degree.
And this isn't his degree.
It's kind of impressive. It actually landed open.
I gotta redo that.
What? No, that's flawless. That's a 10 out of 10.
I gotta look into the camera.
That's a gold medalist like performance right there.
I gotta look in the camera.
I think he just wants to throw it again. Now, like, do you understand how satisfying it is now?
All right, intro.
Take 2 of throwing my degree. That is my degree.
And this isn't his degree.
Wait. That is my degree. And I don't know what. It landed open again. That is my degree.
And this isn't his degree.
But Bryce, it is my degree. It literally is.
So what am I supposed to throw it?
This isn't your degree. That's my degree.
And this isn't my degree.
Welcome to the show where we give you a backstage pass into the lives of full-time creatives and also just talk about things that can help you learn how to become a better one. I just came up with that like on the fly.
That was smart.
See? It's almost like I've done this before.
Right?
You know?
I mean, for over 10 years. So the experience is there.
I feel old. That hurts. Has it really been 10 years?
For you, for video.
Holy, it has. My YouTube channel turns 10 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Started December 2015. It was like December 3rd. Actually, I could look. And I remember my first upload was absolutely terrible. It was just in my bedroom. And I just was like, yeah, I'm going to make a video. And I'm going to talk about how somebody thought that my mom was my wife on Black Friday.
Oh, yeah. Not
sure why that was my first like story time. Mm-hmm. But I can get the exact date. December 1st. No, my first video was terrible, though. It was just like an impulsive, I'm just going to put my phone in the window and I'm just going to see what happens.
Just talk for 10 minutes straight, see what happens.
Yeah. And I mean, I remember I had an iMac at the time and I was like, it's got iMovie. That means I can make videos. And then the rest is history. I have this idea of, because with content creation, you have so many different things that you use to make the videos, right? Mm-hmm. Like you have your computer, you have the editing software, you have your camera, you have your lights, you have your audio, microphone and shit. What if we downgraded a segment of our gear for a week and documented what that's like?
So like another pro versus a beginner, but we're both the beginners.
But we're like stuck with something crappier. Like what if I had to go back to iMovie?
I can go back to the G9.
That's not a downgrade. What? That's
from the S5 too?
Okay, maybe it is a downgrade from the S5 too, but it's still like you can shoot 4K with that. I'm talking like that like $20 Amazon camera I bought. Like that's what we have to shoot with.
Minolta.
So story time. I remember I felt so bad for this. This is embarrassing, and it happened at JR's restaurant. One of our friends came in and said like, oh, look what I got for Christmas. Like I got this amazing camera. I can finally do stuff like you guys. And I'm like, oh, this is great. This is perfect. Like now we can have someone else helping out at shoots. Mm-hmm. So she walks in. She's like, let me go grab the camera box. Let me grab the camera box. So I'm like, okay, talking to JR. I'm like, this is a good opportunity. Look at you. Mm-hmm. You have an in-house photographer now. Mm-hmm. So she comes back in holding this box from Amazon. And I'm like, This could mean one of two things. There's a bunch of item names and product names that'll say like 4K, 8K camera.
Yeah.
No brand. And it's just like the shittiest camera sensor, the shittiest body that's like plastic. And it's like, they're always like $100 and they're like, it comes with 5 lenses. And it's like, this isn't a value.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad. Or you can end up like us. Like I've ordered the GH6 I ordered off Amazon. She walks in with this box and I'm like, okay. And it was the holidays, so I'm already feeling holly jolly, right?
Mm-hmm.
She opens the box and it's this like brandless red camera that says it's 48 megapixels.
48 megapixels in what world? What universe?
All the 48 megapixels, let me be real, they're not built the same. They're not built the same. 48 megapixel cameras are not all built the same. Like here's one, for example. But hers looked like a DSLR, not like a little point and shoot. Like it was like a full-on DSLR.
Yeah.
Like this one, for example, 48 megapixels. And it says 5K digital camera for photography. Can we run that back real fast?
Yeah.
5K photography? They don't even get the terminology right. Yeah, see? They don't even get it right.
5K photography.
5K photography. Wow. That's revolutionary stuff.
Are we running? Like,
oh my God, not marathon prep. That's crazy. But like, here it is. 48 megapixel autofocus vlogging video camera for YouTube with 32 gigabyte TF card.
TF card.
And this is $160, mind you. And 2 batteries, 16 times zoom, anti-shake wide angle, and macro lens black. I'm going to screenshot this so I can show you guys what I'm looking at. She opens it and she's like, is this a good camera? I'm like,
no.
In the moment, I'm like, I don't think I have the heart to.
Like, yeah. Yeah, it's a great camera for fourth grader.
I'm like, you just got it, you know? Yeah, for a fourth grader, this would be like the peak of their year.
Yeah.
But it's like, you just got this camera. I do not want to ruin your life right now.
Mm-hmm.
But let me hold your hand as I say this.
Mm-hmm.
Is the return window expired?
I'll be like, if you walked into my shoot with that camera, I would have laughed you out of the building.
I would have rather you walked in with your iPhone. Honestly. I would have rather you walked in with an iPhone. It's such a bad camera that like I just have to laugh at it.
Mm-hmm.
She opens the flash because it has like one of those pop-up flashes.
Nikon has those.
The flash isn't even like a flash. And then I zoom in on the 48 megapixels and it's your iPhone has better quality than that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then my girlfriend, here's the camera she bought. She spent $50 real life dollars on this. I didn't know that.
The one from the New Year's party?
The one from the New Year's party. Let me tell you about
that one
this
was a lot of fun,
camera.
though. They had a lot of fun with that.
I'm glad they enjoyed it because like, so she used to take photos. She had a YouTube channel like whenever I started too. So like, we get it.
We get it.
But then she stopped and then she didn't pay attention to cameras. And then she bought this digital camera, 4K vlogging camera for YouTube, autofocus 48 megapixel, ultra HD cameras for photography with anti-shake. There was no comma in that. 16x digital zoom point and shoot digital camera, 32 gigabyte for teens adult. That's not even the full product name.
For teens adult.
Teens adult.
What's a teens adult?
Beginner pink.
Beginner pink.
Compatible mountings. It says micro 4/3. There is no camera mount here. There is no camera mount. This is like an iPhone 5S sensor in this little thing.
Yeah.
And that's being generous.
Yeah.
This is probably the most outrageous thing I've seen from any of these cheap cameras because I have several that I've ordered from like the 1-star Amazon product reviews.
Yeah.
This is the worst one because literally when you turn on the flash, it's just a light.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't like, pew,
Oh, I remember.
doesn't strobe.
I remember.
So for photos, you hit the flash button. It's just a light that turns on at like, hold on, let me see if I can, like that intensity.
Yeah.
It's not even doing anything.
This is a great beginner camera right here.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Great beginner camera right here. If you want to get into photography or light videography, this is the way to go.
The G9 is a really good. I mean,
It's good.
I had a G9.
Yeah.
When I worked at Porsche.
I loved my time with it. It took great photos.
It's a great camera.
Yeah.
It shoots what, 4K 30? Or does it do 60 for video? I mean, honestly, it's a good hybrid camera. Like, it's more of a photo design camera, but like it's no slouch at video either. I mean, if you want to learn, I mean, they probably run pretty cheap right now too.
I'm selling this one actually.
The Home Shopping Network. Let's do it right here, right now. Snap in a character
with the nifty 50, which is actually a 25, but since it's micro four thirds, equivalent to a 50 mil. 550.
550.
550.
That's not bad at all, actually. If you want to use like new one, it's $749. Look at that. Look how much you can save by buying
600.
from YB Shoots. Oh. Inflation has hit. He has immediately tariffed the camera.
Tariffs have impacted the last 20 seconds. 600 even flat.
Is shipping included?
Sure.
I'll like role play as a prospective buyer. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Is this available?
Yes. It is. Take it. Here. Take it.
Would you do 500?
550. Wait, 575. I got to start my negotiations a little.
565.
567.5.
Am I out of frame yet?
I don't know. I can't see.
Is it still available?
Yes. It is still available.
Trade.
4.
iPhone 4S.
Get out of here.
Gently used. I'll send pic.
There's a window. Jump out of it.
Hold on.
All right, let me see the picture.
Let me see a picture.
Let me see the picture of this iPhone 4S.
Let me see a picture.
There's a window. Jump out of it. Please.
High value. One of one. But this is what you have to deal with by selling shit online. Like you have to deal with these kind of people.
Oh, yeah.
They will challenge you.
Yeah.
Selling things on Facebook Marketplace is one of the most, it's a canon event. Like I can't interfere, but your messages, you're going to get like 20 in the first 10 minutes. If you've never done this before, I know you have. If you've never done Facebook Marketplace before or eBay.
Oh, I'm banned from eBay.
What have you done?
I didn't do nothing.
What do you mean? You don't just get banned.
So, listen, I was banned.
That's like me saying that back in the day I got banned from Tinder for doing nothing.
I was on eBay heavy when my golf addiction kicked in when it began. So I would always go on there, look at clubs, because I needed new irons at the time.
Where is this going?
So I was active on there, always looking at drivers, irons, golf stuff, you know? And I had a few things listed on my own because as I got new stuff, I would put my old stuff on there. And there was one item I was just looking to sell it just because.
Oh no!
I had set it initially at a price. It was going for like $600 because it was like a rare item.
Okay. You know your value.
It was a skateboard. Okay.
Okay.
The deck was going for $600 that I'd seen. I put it on there at an auction starting at $200, and then a lot of people looked at it. They saved it.
Yeah,
it didn't gain any traction. Nobody bid on it.
Yeah.
So I went in there. I lowered the price to $125 starting bid.
Holy crap!
Still no action. And then a few moments later, after I reposted it at $125, I get an email saying that your account has been temporarily suspended for suspicious activity. So I go in there, all right, I'll be back on 24 hours, no sweat. And then 20 minutes later, I get an email says,
"Oh, you're cooked.
Your account has been permanently suspended."
Oh yeah, you're cooked. All because of a skateboard?
Yeah. Mind you, I'm a serious seller. Like I'm real.
Yeah, you're not just
I'm not a
bozo.
robot.
Yeah.
I'm not a scammer. I just want money.
You know, these platforms really do just be.
So I can't use eBay ever again.
If you have an active eBay account, You haven't
Let me use it.
You haven't sold a skateboard yet. Stay away from that. But also, let me clarify also, because I did just drop like I'm banned from Tinder. That can be really out of context, very bad.
Yeah.
It's because during the Panorama season 1, I made an account called The Boys, and I was pretending to be like a host of The Bachelorette. So each slide was a different one of my friends. And then like they would be like, oh, I want to give a rose to this person. I'd be like, who do you want to give your roses to? They're like, I'll give it to this person. And then I'm like, well, guess what? You actually have another one. Who do you want to give it to? And then I'd just like give them their IGs and stuff. I was just kind of like, you know, helping everybody out. Everybody had fun with it. Like nobody disliked it.
Yeah.
Like everyone was enjoying it, but then I got banned on like day 3. They nerfed us. If you're going to be on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, whatever, Craigslist, whatever, you're going to find people that are just going to push your buttons, and they're going to, how do I put this nicely? They're really going to test your limits.
Test your patience. I've also been scammed on eBay, but I'm not going to talk about that.
What?
Because
You have like generational trauma from eBay. What is going on?
Yeah, it was a toxic relationship that I put in the past for good reasons.
Well, they told you.
I'm not going to tell you about how I was scammed because it's super embarrassing and I should have known it beforehand.
Did you get scammed by a prince?
No.
Okay. That's not that bad.
It was when I was selling what lens came with my G9?
The 12
to 35.
12 to 35.
That one. I sold that one. Well, I put on there to sell.
Or was it the 1260? Because there was a really shitty 1260. That was like a 3 to 0.5 to like 5.6.
It might have been that.
Well, then again, like whenever you got yours, it might have come with a different kit lens.
It was 1260.
But mine was a 1260 when I got mine. And it was
Yeah, because that's the one you
horrible.
gave me. Yeah, that's the one you gave me. And I told you I was going to sell it.
I gave it to you?
Well,
so that's what happened to it.
With this camera, or when I got my camera. Because you moved up from yours at the time.
Oh, yeah, I got the 24 to 70.
Yeah.
I got the 2.0. Yeah, I was like,
so you gave me the 12 to 60.
I'm so sorry, Bryce.
And then,
I'm a shitty friend. that was a horrible line.
No, it's fine.
It wasn't horrible.
But I think I got 300 for it.
Good. Really?
250, 300, something like that. Yeah, I'm not going to tell a story. It's too embarrassing.
So you didn't get scammed by a prince.
So I got scammed by a bot or a hacker or like a call center person. You're going to think I'm so stupid after I start the story. Like, you'll tell I'm stupid
do I even want to look at you?
From the start. So
scared.
They told me.
Oh, no.
I feel so stupid. I was naive. I was young and naive.
We've all been there.
Anyway, they said they would buy the camera. They were going to give me what I asked for. And then they asked me to go to the store, buy a gift card, and send them a picture of the gift card.
Oh my God, Bryce. This is like, that's beginner.
Yeah.
Bryce, that's beginner.
Yeah.
That's 101.
That's why it's embarrassing.
You were this guy's first scam. You were the first one. And he was like, I don't know if this is going to work. And
yeah. So I checked the gift card balance after I got it. $0. eBay's in the past for good reason. It's an X for a reason.
I think it's best that you stay away. Yeah, you should probably stay away from eBay. I think that's your point of no return.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I got like lightly scammed on Facebook Marketplace because I remember that. Okay, it was my G7X Mark II, the YouTuber camera. I was selling it because I upgraded. So I was like, okay, I'll just put it on Facebook Marketplace. I'm not looking for the full price back because I've got my money's worth out of it. I had fun with it, and also I remember the first time I went to New York. The moment I got out of the Uber from the airport, it fell all out of my lap and onto the street, and the back screen cracked. It was a screen protector, but the back screen protector cracked, so I was kind of upset about that. But it had been through its paces, is what I'm saying. So I was like, I'll just list it on here for like $350 or something. This was back when they went for like $700. So the $350, someone will take it. I just don't care, like it as long as it goes to a good place. So then this girl was staying, like she was in town. She's like, hey, I'm just visiting in town. Like, it'd be cool to pick up this camera while I'm here because I'll use it and then I'll take it home and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel and everything. I'm like, all right, but this is perfect for you. This is everything you need. I go there. She's at the hotel. She's like, oh, thank you so much. Like, this is going to be so great. Like, I'm so happy. She gave me the right amount of money, made sure, always verify. So I was like, cool, this is perfect. I go home and I'm like, let's see if I could find maybe some new lights because I was looking for soft boxes and shit because, you know, you need good lighting. I get on Facebook Marketplace again and like the 6th listing down, Canon G7X Mark II. And it was listed for like, I think $600.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me take a look. I'm just curious. Is that my camera? Sure enough, I look on there. I see the same ding. I see the same shit that happened to my camera. That is my camera. She flipped my camera.
Nice.
I'm not even sure she's from out of town. She probably just said, let's meet at the hotel. Then he'll believe me.
Yeah.
I got scammed. She probably don't even have a YouTube channel. Flat out lied to me. And I thought she had good intentions. And I had good intentions. And she took advantage of that. I still flip my camera gear for like far less than I probably should, though. Just because I want people to have access to this crap. And then there was also the 45 150? Yeah. That lens, but that lens, like, even nowadays goes for like $100. Even back then, like, it was like $150 new. Like, I didn't even feel right saying, yeah, pay for this.
I use that one a lot in Alaska. It was nice.
I wish there was just I wish it was just better. The aperture is just so bad because it's like a 3.5 to 5.6, which, like, I kind of do hate that kit lenses have like apertures like that because I feel like if somebody's trying to get into photography or videography, they're going to get turned off by that because they're going to be like, well, I want like the bokeh. Like, I want the blurry backgrounds and I want like all that stuff. Why is my photo so dark? Because your aperture is complete ass. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm waiting on outstanding invoices right now.
Yes.
They don't, and this is a common topic I've seen on Threads because this has been something that's always been a thing, but I feel like beginner creators, you need to fucking hear this because getting paid for doing your job, which is like whether it's photography, videography, combination of both, you need to be paid for that, and you need to be paid in a timely manner. Don't be lax with these people. Yeah. Like,
be serious about your money. This is your livelihood. This is what you need to put food on the table.
Exactly.
Don't be lax about that.
Because like if you leave your full-time job and do this full-time, you will very quickly realize that, like, you know, like, because with a W-2, you can show up to your desk job and you can just like fuck off for half the day. Yeah. And you're still going to get a paycheck. Guaranteed every 2 weeks on that Friday at like 5 a.m. Yeah. You're going to get your paycheck. Yeah. With this, you could get paid like 5 times in a week if you want. Yeah. If you work hard enough and you have enough jobs coming in. But how fast that money gets to you, sometimes you got to chase a little bit. Yeah. And, you know, I guarantee like some of the more seasoned people are going to be like, well, that's why you put net 30 and net 60 and all that stuff in your contracts.
Net 30 is too long.
How many times? First of all, net 30 should be a crime. Net 60. I had a net 60 deal this year.
Net 60 is like eternity.
I'm like, that's illegal.
Is it if it's like a freaking like a 10K freaking budget? Okay,
that's a little more understandable. Yeah,
if it's like a 200, 500, 1K. Anything below 5K.
Shit, anything below 5K.
Below net 30.
Honestly, even I think below 10K at this point. Like,
below 10K? Yeah, we can
below 10K. If you're hitting me with a project like that, net 30 just is not an option. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, it always frustrates me whenever I see, because like I actually turned down a deal this year because it said net 90. Yeah. And I'm like, if you guys can't process payments in a quarter, I'm not the one. Yeah. But the problem is there's someone out there that's going to take that gig and be hella excited about it. Which if that's your first ever gig, okay, I'm excited for you too. Like, whoop-de-doo, let's cheer. But recognize that like the project may be done that's when like the net 90 starts.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll surprise you and they'll pay it in like a couple days or a week. I've had people pay same day before. Within 10 minutes of me sending an invoice.
Could you use that right now?
I would love that. I would love that right now. Please. I would cry. That means from the completion of the project, they have, whether it's 30, 60, or 90 days to pay you.
Yeah.
And you don't know when that's going to start.
Usually it's when the project is approved, isn't it? Or like,
like once it's like marked as done, like the deliverables are approved and all that shit. Like, but I mean, I structure my deals now that like, for one-off projects, it's 50% up front, because I think what a lot of people don't understand is like for some of these projects, like we'll rent gear and like if there are like huge teams and stuff, like I want to make sure that stuff is taken care of.
Yeah.
The 50% is due when deliverables are ready.
Yeah.
That I'm going to be like super strict. I've been pretty lax about it lately, I'll be honest. But I need to be super strict about it now because too many people have taken advantage of it.
Yeah.
Some like in the thing is like some clients will start out like on their shit, but then, you know, they get comfortable and then they're like, oh, we're homies. Like I got you.
You'll get it when you get it.
And it's like, am I just supposed to tell my landlord that? Am I just supposed to tell the studio that? Am I just supposed to be like, oh, you'll get it when you get it? Like tell the IRS that.
Yeah.
And see how quick they'll move.
Tell that to Wingstop when I don't come in for my weekly meal.
Stop with the getting excited about like, ooh, you know, like I got a net 90, a net 120, but they're paying me $2,500 for my first get. Wow.
Net 120, you're cooked.
You're never seeing that. If you get hit with a net 120, you are never seeing that money.
You're cooked.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
I hope you have a lot of other projects coming up that will be paying sooner than that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But see, then you got people that are like, this is their side gig, and then they're fine with that because they're like, well, I got my full time.
Okay, they have another source of income on the table.
Like, still, you should still like want to be paid quickly. Because, like, for example, like, I'll just throw out a hypothetical. Like, let's say you are, I don't know. Let's say you're like getting paid for a project that like a net 90 hits in May. Imagine if that was just a net 30. Like, you could plan a summer vacation with that. But now you're planning on where to go in the fall because of a net 90. You know, like let's say you wanted to go somewhere, or like let's say you've been wanting to remodel your bathroom.
Yeah.
And like that would be your fun money to do that. You're just putting it off longer. Or like let's say you want to get a new car.
Yeah.
You know, like whenever my car was stolen, I had a good gig come in right before that. And it was like a net 30. And I used like, I think over half of that is the down payment on my car.
Yeah.
Like my new one. But see, but like if it would have been a net 60 or 90, I would have missed out on it. Yeah. I would have missed out on that car because they told me like, we can't hold it much longer. You know, like we know that you paid to have it shipped here, but like, we're going to start entertaining other offers if you can't do this soon. Yeah. So it's like life happens and money is a big factor of that. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it sure makes it a hell of a lot easier to obtain. Yep. Leaving it at that.
We did not plan our outfits to match. It happens by even coincidence.
Pants, damn.
A lot of times.
Pass me my white STL hat, and then we can really, yeah. Oh, I thought that was gonna land on me.
So, thought I'd address that before we cut out today.
Well, now we're really the same.
Yeah.
It's just you have a gold chain, I have a silver chain.
I should wear my silver chain today. I was thinking about it. I was honestly considering it.
We were almost on the same wavelength, but now we're just not.
But
it is what it is. That's life for you, and that is this episode. So, do you have any closing remarks, Bryce?
Follow me on Instagram, call sign YB or YB Shoots.
Like it didn't, like no red flags whenever they said gift card, like nothing.
I just wanted the money. I just wanted money.
That's a wrap. Actually, before we go, I'll leave you with this because my camera is also going to die because I didn't plug in the dummy battery. But this is the last thing I'll leave you with. I actually received a calendar invite today that said your PayPal payment is due. Or no, your PayPal payment has processed. Not an email, a calendar invite from a random spam email. And in the title, it said that. But they had it so good that it was like, it said at 11 a.m., but they sent it at 10:50.
I'm sure that got you excited because could have been our money.
Could have been, but it was a weird number too. And that's why I was like, and it said like your PayPal Plus subscription. I'm like, a calendar invite for that?
Mm-hmm.
The email was like random letters and numbers. So keep an eye out for scams, people. Just stay protected. And also 2-factor authentication, please.
Stay vigilant.
Oh my God. Just do that.
Don't trust nobody, not even yourself.
Have trust issues. We'll see you in the next one.
Stay toxic.
Stay toxic. Oh, you're lucky this camera's about to die. All right. That's it.
Love you. Bye.
Say it back. Say it back. You can say it by hitting the subscribe button. How about that?
Peace, love, bye-bye.
I had an art teacher in high school that would always say, peace, love, and righteousness. Wonder where he's at.